Hello. Are we back? I think I'm back. I'm just gonna wait for a moment so everyone can come back because why does my Streamlabs keep crashing? Yes, she's back. Wait. Oh, nice. Okay, it's working. I have no idea what happened there. So it suddenly said reconnecting and then I was offline. I don't know what happened. My Streamlabs didn't crash. It just like shut down my stream and then, yeah. And then I had to restart again. I have no idea why that keeps happening, but I'm sorry. Oh man. Hate that. Let me have a sip of Coke. I need to pour myself some more. I do not understand why my streams keep crashing. Maybe playing Overwatch on Monday is not a good idea if like Danganronpa crashes my stream. Oh yeah, I wanted to drink something.
Exactly, which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa.
I'm drinking tears again. You drinking my Coke?
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
He's not.
Sorry, no.
He's dead.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
Oh, you're drinking my Coke. Why though? That's my Coke. I mean, I don't mind sharing, but still. You could have at least asked.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
Yeah, true. Oh, also Murakuna's a little bit over the text, but that's okay.
Whoever did is the
Coke or tears?
mastermind,
I mean, you
the
can
true
have
killer.
some of both. So you have salty Coke. And Sound Alerts is still telling me that my Sound Alerts browser source is offline, so yeah. Oh, I have a weird story when I was in KFC on Friday for 20 there. When I waited for someone, there was a song with one lyric over and over again. I almost went crazy. Oh my god. Oh god. I hate those songs. Just like one lyric or like one sentence all over again. Oh gosh.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished.
Obviously,
but
yeah.
before we found both bodies in the repository.
Yeah, that
During
makes
that
sense.
time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
Yes.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
True.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Well, okay.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Wow, she's being mean.
Who are you calling a walrus?
I mean, she likes swimming, so maybe that's why?
When they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
What?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
It was also a hammer.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
Yeah, it was a hammer.
But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
So it was probably the one that was wet. The hammer that was wet.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after
I mean,
all.
yeah, sure.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
But sometimes it doesn't seem to work that well.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
I mean, they were not in the
Personally,
repository.
I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
True.
Then,
I'm sorry to say this, but her boobs look so squishy.
Is it not possible they used a different
I'm
weapon?
very sorry about that. I just, you know, when she like crosses her arms about like underneath her chest looks even more like round. I'm very sorry to say this, but they would look very squishy.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of
Don't
thing,
mind me.
right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Well, a hammer. The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture, sir. Is that a bad thing? No, it isn't, obviously. I like squishy boobs. But, like, I feel bad mentioning it. Oh my god, thank you so much for following me, Hayden. Welcome to the stream. Also, you came at just the right time, me talking about boobs being squishy. So that's perfect. But yeah, it's not a bit like, it's not a bad thing, but like, it feels wrong for me to be like, oh my god, it's so squishy. Give me a second, I'm just gonna turn on my LEDs again because it's slowly getting dark over here. And I'm worried that my webcam can't see me. So yeah. Somehow I have to find the truth. What were we talking about? Boobs? What color were her boobs? I mean her shirt, I mean her boobs, I mean... Sorry.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Hammer.
Was it Justice Hammer 3?
No.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
No.
well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out.
Okay.
How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Well,
Okay.
one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, nice, got
No,
it.
that's wrong.
Mommy, sorry. No. What color were her boobs? I mean her shirt, I mean her boobs. I
murder
mean,
weapon wasn't a
squishy,
justice hammer at all.
I mean her shirt.
No, it was something completely different.
But yeah, sorry, mommy. Why are you... Hey, why aren't you working, you robo bro? I did have... Wait, give me a second. I'm just gonna fix my alerts. Because, like I said, I did change the sounds, but I guess... wait. I'll see if I can, like, fix them right now. I heard them, but I don't think you... I'm not sure if you heard the alerts. So... I'll see. Let me see if I can test my widget right now. Did you hear that? Because I did hear that. Also, yes, I can test those things. Wait. That fade in was not right. Which one was it? Donation, I think. Wait, give me a second. Animation, fade in down, fade out up. Yeah, that's true. It should be right. I'm not sure why it didn't work. Okay. So alert should be working again. I hope. The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
Seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily
Angry
used that to kill
wiggling.
Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris.
It works. Why did it, what? Send that message then? Oh, I don't know. I'm not really sure. It keeps telling me that it doesn't work, but I had to, you know, have to... Oh my god, I completely lost my sentence. I had to, like, say yes to the link that is used for the sound, even though it is a sound from, like, Twitch or something. So I had to, like, accept that again, so it should work. So yeah, we'll see.
But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Yeah.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Yeah, they just painted them, right?
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
Is it
The
though?
way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
But like, why would he murder himself?
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Who do you think the murder is? I mean, I can't do like the guessing because I know the game. I know the anime, and guessing would just be me lying and saying someone else then who's actually the murderer. Do you straighten your hair, or is it naturally like that? My hair is naturally like pretty straight, except for like the few curls that I have, like wait, at the bottom. Give me a second. Maybe I can move myself so you can see a little bit better. But like, I have those little curls at the bottom there. They just happen because I sometimes like tie my hair up into a bun, and then they just like get messed up. So my hair is naturally straight, unfortunately. I would like to have some like luscious curls or something, but I don't, unfortunately. Okay. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but yeah, I mean, the murderer probably tricked Hifumi. What's the spotless hammer? Spotless hammer? How's that supposed to help me?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder,
Yeah.
only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
That's true.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Okay. Can you really say there's no chance two people work together on this? I think straight hair is really good looking. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I do like straight hair as well, but sometimes I would like to have some curls, to have some like volume going on, but you know, that's why I have those like pigtails behind my ears, to give me some more volume. You could see it on the other ear a little bit better, like there. Yeah. Okay,
Based on the rules that
I
have
don't
been
think
laid
I
out
will
for
need
us,
the spotless
even if more
hammer.
than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that
Spotless
two
hammer.
people work together on this.
How's the spotless hammer going to work? I think it's
how
a
the rule was
a
explained
thing
to us.
of
But that only really, in this case,
However, there were 2 murders.
did it log no,
based
it
on the
didn't
rules
log
that have
in.
even
Oh
if more
god.
than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is,
But that only really applies if there's 1 murder. In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Let's see.
Based on the rules that have been laid out, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
There we
No,
go.
it's wrong.
Nice. I knew the spotless mallet didn't like
Since there were 2 murders,
wasn't the
it's
real
at
one.
least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Exactly.
what do you mean?
If there'd only been 1 murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering.
True.
Naturally, if only 1 person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Also, why am I looking like so up my... I'm not really looking up, to be honest.
Risk versus reward.
Give me a second.
benefit?
I'll just try to reset myself. Exposing myself. Oh. There we go. That should be better. Wait, now I'm looking down. Ugh. This should be fine.
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
True.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
Okay.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
What? I think straight hairs. Okay. I read
I
that.
think that's what the true
Why
killer
did I
told
see like
Hifumi.
like
They
another
would each have an
comment
accomplice for their
in my
crime.
head? That was something about Fluffy. I have no idea.
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
Okay.
A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
I mean, that's pretty smart,
The
not gonna lie.
mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Damn.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
I mean,
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
it does. The effort made to convince us the 2 murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning. Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. The face cam's going crazy. Yeah. It's just like... Who's your favorite character? Celestia. Celestia Ludenberg, and I do like Kyoko a lot as well. But like Celestia, I love her. She's my queen, and I do have a little figurine of her, so yeah. Hamster spite. Kyoko's really amazing, although when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit it. Wait, I have to select someone right now? Wait, that's it, right? I know, Toko.
Here's my answer.
My girl.
It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
I really do hate this kind of joke. I love her voice lines. I'm sorry, I will speak these because I do love them.
A joke? I wonder.
So what
you're saying is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi, the idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, to within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Fucking love that. Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support.
I'm sorry, I had to speak over that, but I just love that voice line, like, oh my god, I just love it. So you're suggesting that I work together with Hifumi? Fucking love her.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation,
God,
there was
I love
certain
her so
behavior
much.
that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What it is that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? The screaming. And this.
I got it!
Yeah.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit.
Yeah, she was the
doesn't
only
it?
one who saw them.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Okay, damn.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Well,
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for
oh,
this
she looks so
individual,
scary.
correct?
I love her.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the
I love
physics lab up on the third
Celestia's
floor.
voice. She sounds so majestic. I know, right? I love her accent.
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
Yeah, she's a good actor.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Oh, yeah. Something like Hifumi screams, whatever. Huh? What was that? That came from the downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide
Yeah.
into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yeah, that makes her kinda sus. Then why don't we split up into two groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture to of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura. That was not her voice. I'm sorry.
If Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Oh.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Exactly.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Oh.
It was your
True.
way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
Huh.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Oh, Celeste, you got nothing to
I
say?
just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Oh, she's very
I
quiet.
don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Fucking love
Don't
her.
bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I fucking love her so much. I love her voice and
I'm
everything.
talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We are all going to die here. We are all going to die just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
It kinda was.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really
Oh
get
my
what
god.
it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? I don't know. Monokuma file 3, so I still have to like memorize one.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it?
Is
What
it?
was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Oh, okay.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be... We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Just like those guys
Oh,
died.
wait.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those
Can I
guys
just sort of
died.
shoot it on the snow? I can't. Welcome to the stream, Panthers Altair. Your meaningless words tire me. Please stop wasting my time.
Shoot!
Okay, she can't
All
know
I
about
said
those
was-
guys.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious what was so strange about Celeste's comment.
Can I use that? I don't know. Let's see.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Just like those.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, that works. Nice.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Oh, whoa, whoa. How do you know, Celeste?
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for
Oh,
herself.
Celeste.
So how did you know, Celeste?
You're getting reckless.
How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Well, well, well.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Oh my god, I love her. I'm so sorry.
Imaginations.
Oh gosh.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Celeste saying those guys could be her talking about Chihiro and Junko and Leon and who else died? Mondo and yeah. Anyone else? And what's her name? What's her name? The first one who died? Sayaka. Yeah, that's true. That could have been it.
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to
No, please.
set up the picture.
Please, Hiro.
Have you so quickly forgotten?
Oh my god, I love her.
Are the
I'm
only
sorry.
one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking. Hifumi and the suspect had obviously, Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. Hifumi and the suspect are dancing, of
I
course.
got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Oh, exposed.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing
Oh my god.
is utterly impossible.
I'm so sorry. I just love her so much.
Hifumi
Oh
was
my
dragging
God.
him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh my. It's starting. It's happening. Then shut your mouth. Oh my. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys, but I love Celeste and I have to move myself because I'm very much leaning against the frame. Just don't mind me. I'm just cuddling up with Monokuma over here. But is that really possible? Oh gosh, I'm a simp and I don't mind. Wait.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Okay, so if I remember right, Hina said that she couldn't bend at the waist. So even if Hiro was unconscious, he wouldn't have like slanted over. But which one do we need?
After I passed out.
Rebel Justice
Then you
Blueprints?
just draped me across
This one.
Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Celeste, but I have to counter that.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
It couldn't bend. You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh, she's losing her temper.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Bro, I left my blanket drying outside. My neighbors had a big barbecue. Now it smells like it. I mean, barbecue kind of smells nice. Even though I'm a vegetarian, it does smell nice. But I'm sorry about your blanket.
Checkmate?
Checkmate? I love her so much. I'm so sorry. I love you, idiot. What do you mean, checkmate? Oh my fucking god, I love her so much. Her losing her temper is the best thing.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little
problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Gosh, I'm getting goosebumps just like, Hey, Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him,
His answer was quite clear, was it not? Something.
He said,
And I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Oh my god, I'm having so much serotonin right now. I love her so much. I'm so sorry. I love how she loses her accent a bit when she shouts or whenever she gets angry. I know, right? Oh my god.
Right, but my name
You
isn't
can tell
really
that it's all a
Yasuhiro.
lie.
It's actually Taro.
Babe. Come on.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
You are, yes.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about?
I'll burn you alive.
Kyoko,
I'm sorry.
what do you mean by that?
Oh gosh.
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said for series a lot. He gave everyone nicknames. He said people's not. Yeah, he always said like Mr. What's my last name? Or he would say Mrs. Kirigiri or something.
My God,
Mr.
that's
Naigi.
right. Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name.
Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up. My
Your name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again? I'm sorry, I have heard her voice line so many times. Just because I already also like cosplayed her, so I did remember a lot of the voice lines. Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. E-handbook, e-handbook. If she shows us her e-handbook, it will it
Hifumi
will
was trying
show
to
us
tell us something.
the real name.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
Yeah,
Yasuhiro.
she's
If
crazy.
there's
Yeah,
one
she is,
person
and
here
she's so
who might
cool.
have that last
I love
name.
her.
It would have to be you, Celeste.
She's always like,
You haven't told anyone
everyone's
what your
everything's
real
fine,
name
and
is.
then she just
How
like
many times
freaks
do I have
out.
to tell you? My
Name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
She's scary but hot. Exactly.
I'm not pretending.
I love her
It's
so
the
much.
truth.
Goth girlfriend.
And since you have no way to contradict me,
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Show us your e-handbook. It should picture your real name.
That's it. The handbook.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
Oh, I was just spacing out. This e-handbook's absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check our handbook,
I forgot
and that'll clear
to
up everything.
read.
That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning.
Okay.
And shed light on all your crimes.
Oh my god, I'm nervous.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Closing argument. Oh gosh, I don't like to rat her out, but you know. Okay. Act 1. Hifumi and Celeste are discussing everything. And wait. What is she giving him? Why is this here? I don't know what's coming there. Act 2. Yasuhiro. What is this supposed to be? This, oh, pushing like the dead body. Maybe. Oh my god. Okay, they're stuffing him into the Robo Justice suit. And Celeste takes the picture. Or should I say the culprit, but you know, it's slowly becoming obvious. He's looking at his watch. No. Wait, yeah, he's looking at his watch, but that doesn't mean that's like almost past 6. He grabs the hammer, smacks him with it, kills him. Justice Hammer 3? Wait, this was Justice Hammer 4, right? Yeah. So that was Justice Hammer 4. The culprit shows Makoto that they took a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. Then they find Hifumi, who had been what is that supposed to be? Who had been attacked in the library. There's nothing really matching. Yeah, in the nurse's office, Hifumi rubs himself with the blood and splatters it all over. Justice Hammer 3. Wait. Celeste was attacked with 1. I think it... No, was it 3? I think it was. Justice Hammer 3. They all find these at the same time. Hifumi wraps him up and pushes him to the other room. He's like, oh my god, I'm such a good boy, to the culprit. Then the culprit smacks Hifumi and kills him. With like this one. Do I still have to put this one there? Because I don't really have anything else that fits. Yeah, that works. Okay. This works. Let's see what else we have. This works. I think. What is this supposed to be? Like just his backpack? That was Justice Hammer 2. I think. Like him being attacked in the library. Because Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1. He was attacked with 2. Then he was murdered in like quotation marks with 3. And then, you know, there's Taka with Justice Hammer 4. And then Hifumi got murdered with like the one without anything on it. He's looking at his watch. Taking the picture. Maybe this one? Do we have like a message kind of thing? Like him getting the message? This is not. So this was at like 1, so it was very early, I think. I think that's it. I'm not really sure.
Here's
Let's see.
exactly what happened.
I hope.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Yes, okay, nice.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Yes. It was 1.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Yeah.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
Okay,
When
yes.
they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Nice.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Yes, he killed him.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There,
When Celeste were
the killers
attacked.
wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these two incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
Yes.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for.
Okay, nice. So
He
far,
wrapped
so
Taka's
good.
body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Well, Hifumi was kind of dumb, to be honest.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case.
Nice. No, my girl. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, babe.
Celeste, sorry, you lose.
I lost?
I'm sorry.
I lost?
I love you.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually,
No.
no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko Yasuhiro is her real name.
Taiko?
Taiko, yeah.
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
She's just like, okay, I know I've lost. I can't talk myself out of this situation, so I might as well stand my ground and say that I was it. That it was me, and that, you know. What are your favorite lyrics of a song? Oh god, that's a good question. I don't really have any fave. I don't even have like a fave song, to be honest. It just changes like every single day. But I must say I do listen a lot to Diamond City Lights from Nichi Sanji a lot. Nichi Sanji En from Lazulite, right? am I dumb right now? Because I think it's Lazulite, right? From Nichi Sanji En. Give me a second. I don't want to embarrass myself. Yeah, Diamond City Lights from Lazulite. I listen to that one a lot right now because it's just like the most twerkable song on on Spotify. That's a quote from Nichi Sanji themselves. Celestia should have told Hifumi to kill someone but not to kill herself, so Hifumi would die but Celeste wouldn't. Yeah, that's true, but not kill anyone herself. Well, but she still wanted to get out and to get all that money, so she wanted to kill someone. Celeste.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Oh my god. I never noticed, but she immediately drops her like accent whenever she's like, okay, yeah, I'm Taiko Yasuhiro. She doesn't have the accent anymore. She faked that all this time. Also, what you mentioned, that she loses her accent as soon as she starts screaming or something.
Or, no, I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Is it not? She immediately loses her accent. I never noticed. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I just, you know, slapped my mic.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast
Oh, she
your
looks so
vote.
sad. I mean, she was gonna, like, kill everyone because she was gonna, like, point the blame at Hiro, and then she would have won and every one of us would have died. But it makes my heart so sad to see her, like, so sad.
And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I mean, it's not a question who it is anymore. Okay, don't have to vote anymore. Okay. I love her so much. I'm so sad. This is the last time I'll see her. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Lodenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. Oh my god. She's acting so different. I lost. Well, that sucks. She would have never said it sucks. She sounds so, like, normal. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Ifumi's his what? His ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. Crying right now, don't want Celeste to die. I'm trying to hold back my tears. I'm gonna cry eventually, probably. I fucking love her so much. Even when Celeste doesn't have her fake accent, her voice is still really hot. It is. The voice actress is like, she has a really, really nice voice. My speciality. Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, you know? I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. I know what she's talking about. She's talking about, like, the AI. Because Hifumi was absolutely obsessed with Chihiro's AI on the computer. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but It was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego? Yeah.
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how I'd disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. At least now I don't have to do her accent anymore because I was really bad at it. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
Now I have to do the accent, I'm sorry. What?
are you okay
It
with
was
this?
Taka. He stole it. He stole it. What?
So
And
then,
I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. Oh my god. I'd taken, to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course. Why does Hifumi have all like these figurines and stuff like that? Why is his room like stocked and ours is just like empty?
Damnation!
So it was him! But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. Your Celeste accent thing is really good. Thank you so much, but it's really bad, to be honest. You are all you are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for
He
me,
came to my room last night and unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me. Oh my god, Celeste. Jesus.
What?
Lying about that. Oof. And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would go for that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. But Celeste, lying about that is like, oh gosh, that's so wrong. That's so wrong. I mean, killing people is wrong too, but still. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
most
Wait,
unfortunate.
please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean? Taka is going to try to kill you. What?
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself. That bastard. Bastard.
Honestly,
The hamster's a white knight or trying to. I mean, he really likes Celeste because she kind of looks like a doll or like an anime character. So I guess he's like trying to impress her and try to protect her. So yeah. Can we allow him what? Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could it? Could I? She.
I swear!
I have to save her.
Save her!
Also, he's like obsessed with alter ego. So yeah. Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
Indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it is my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So, why did you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpasses my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. She's so mean. I feel like I could cry. Who's your least favorite person? From Danganronpa 1? My least favorite? I don't like Leon that much, but I'm like generally like Sayaka and Leon. I agree with the makers of the game. Fun fact for those who haven't heard it, Sayaka and Leon were the first ones to die, or the first trial, because they were like the original models, which they based all of the characters off, and they were so sick of seeing them that they were just like, okay, we have to get rid of them as soon as possible, so they were in the first trial. Fun fact of the day, for those who haven't heard about it, I said it in like a few episodes before as well. Wait. Okay, let's see. It's difficult to say who I don't really like. I do like Sakura, I like Hina. Hiro, I don't know, he's just kind of stupid, to be honest. I don't really like him that much. I do like Byakuya, I like Toko, I love Celeste, I love Junko, I love Chihiro, I like Mondo a lot, I like Taka, so I think it's like between Hiro, Sayaka, and Leon. Although a friend of mine has cosplayed Leon and he looks very cool, but like his character, like like Leon himself is like not really my fave. So like I said, Hiro, Sayaka or Leon would be my least favorite person from Danganronpa 1.
Well,
but when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did this part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely had on. And he really believed that. Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. I believed the lie wholeheartedly. Oh, he believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along. But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder
No,
about
he
that.
derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then what made you take the things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for the money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered at us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been to escape. But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here. Obviously that was a lie. Yeah.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was a fresh torture. And do you want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on that dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was your dream, this dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in an European castle. A castle. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence. Decadence?
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right on the edge. Got right to the edge, but
there is nothing
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for that?
Oh.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what it makes me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is I can't read anymore. My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just for other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious, and that's why you're not scared.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette. You just get executed again. Celeste smiled, then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills,
You all done?
kills!
Okay, then let's get rolling. The Blackened disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
She sounds so different without the accent, but it's still so beautiful.
Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone.
Well then, take care, everyone.
Perhaps we'll meet again, in another life.
She's she's gonna make me cry. Game over. Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Even now, she's faking her smile. Oh my god, I'm getting literally goosebumps. The burning of the Versailles witch. Versailles witch. Gosh. Burned at the stake. Celeste deserves better. Well, technically, she made up that whole plan to kill 2 classmates. And she was going to deceive all the other classmates and just went for herself. So technically, she doesn't deserve better, but... trying so hard to hold in my tears. Oh, legit. I love her so much, and to disrespect her in her last moment like that, it hurts. Oh my god. Who am I gonna hang out with when I have like hangout time? I can't choose Celeste anymore. I already miss her. Why do I love Celeste so much? Legit, from all the games, all the Danganronpa games, Celeste is my all-time favorite character. Killing her with a car was merciful. Burning to death is really painful. It is, but the thing is, everyone is supposed to die in the punishment with despair. So for her, it would have been an honor to be burned at the stake. Like, I'm not really sure how Marie Antoinette died. I think she died by beheadment, or like getting, like, you know. And I think that was one of the like old punishments, being burned at the stake. So she was like, okay, at least I'm dying respectfully. But like being hit with a truck is like creating the last bit of despair she has left in her. And it's really disrespectful to her. So she died with despair, and that's what Monokuma wants. So yeah. But like, really legit, who am I supposed to hang out with now? I mean, I only have like 6 people left to hang out with, and I don't have Celeste anymore, so I can't even be like, okay, who are we gonna hang out with? And then just see Celeste and I'm like, you know who I am picking? Because that can't happen anymore. She's gone. I'm so glad she's not like one of the first trials. She's like the 3rd trial, but like still, I miss her. You could hang out with Monokuma. I don't think I can. It's over. The 3rd execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of her... Oh gosh. Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value in your lives.
What are you gonna
Jeez,
do?
and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it all in the trash if you'll just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did you see, and did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me? What?
Hey,
If I was put in the Danganronpa universe, I would rather die than live with the PTSD and the thought of people betraying others. Same, to be honest. Legit? I would probably just lock myself into my room. Like, get food and lock myself into my room and just, like, not go anywhere, probably. Or just be killed by someone. Because, like, killing someone else, then trying to defend yourself in a trial, or having to, like, find out who did it and, like, send them to execution. I would probably cry every fucking day of this life because I couldn't take it. And I'm not, you know, that's not something I want to do. Answer me, what did you do to my body?
Ooh, how exciting.
Oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely. Oh, sorry. Give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later.
See ya. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers. What? Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I meant. Why, you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Oh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean that what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are totally pushovers when you show a little backbone. This is not what you think it is. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then,
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You're really cute.
Good morning! It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked, and I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon, maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So, now we can officially say the case is closed. As this is... I'm sorry, I can't talk anymore. As far as this incident is concerned... As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come with me here?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that...
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe you.
What?
You believe in me? Wait, my cat is doing something. I'm gonna... Never mind, he heard me coming, so he just came back on himself. What are you doing? Yeah, don't give me that. Oh my god, what's happening to me? I'm freaking out. Okay. Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see... What I heard from Kyoko then was... Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or a monitor in it. And in the storage closet, they're way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? So here? Oh, right, there's no surveillance cameras or monitors. It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here? She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in. Oh! Ka-chunk. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room, but what's in there? What's in here? There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, my one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing in here that not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I couldn't understand if it said like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like déjà vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Oh my god, what? A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Oh, everything's gone. Ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. It's all gone. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone. What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. And maybe tell Kyoko about it, maybe? My body was heavy with pain, my mind was heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. I can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. What is that? It was faint, but undeniable. That sound. It's coming from the gym. What is happening? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym. Okay, I have I'm sorry. My cat kept doing something in the kitchen, so I had to check it out. But As soon as I arrived, he left the kitchen, so I couldn't see what he was actually doing. So I closed the door so he can't mess with anything anymore. I'm sorry. The sound got stronger and stronger. Okay, what is happening? What's going on? It can't be nothing. You're in the gym? Well, show me. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Wait, they're fighting? Oh my god, that ass. Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
Part of the deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What? What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... Oh my god, there's so many people dead. Look at that. Oh my god. You received the Super Robo Justice present. Yes, I want to save. I still hear my cat doing something and I don't like it. Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed Junko. Then Leon got executed. Then Mondo killed Chihiro. And then he got executed. Hifumi killed Taka, then Celeste killed Hifumi. Then she got executed. And that brings us up to now. The next morning in the dining hall, the day after Celeste's case. So now there's only 5 of us here. Only a third of the number of people we started with.
Indeed.
Loneliness has become commonplace. That's true. Still, what did I see yesterday? I don't understand. Sakura is the mastermind spy? Can that really be true? Makoto. Makoto, are you okay? No, I'm fine. I can't bring it up in front of the others. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone that much more.
Okay.
In that case, let's eat till we pass out. What do you mean, in that case? Well, 'cause look how scary everyone looks. It's gotta be 'cause you're all fighting on empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll all cheer up. So let's eat.
Okay.
Let's fry up some fish and donuts and eat till we can't stand up. That's a real combo. That's like a deep impact style meteor impact extinction level event combination of foods. Yeah, kinda. What? Those are both breakfast time top sellers. Still, the till we can't stand up part is a problem. After we're done, we need to go explore.
I see.
That's right. Since the class trial is over, a new area should have opened up.
It's true.
Plus, we still have alter ego. We don't have to give in to despair just yet. She's right. We have to plan ahead and think about the future.
You got it.
Yeah. Think happy thoughts, not deadly deathly thoughts.
You know?
Like, when we're gonna get out of here, right?
For serious.
When this is all over, I think I want to get reborn for serious. Reborn as someone serious.
Well,
Hey, are you okay? That sounds like something someone who's about to die would say. I'm totally okay. I'm not gonna die. Right? Why? Because there aren't gonna be any more murders. Hi, cat. Thanks for pushing the mic and making it squeak. Can you lay down at least? Huh? What makes you so sure?
According to the spirits,
I predicted it last night, since it revealed itself to me from the ether. There's no doubt about it. Cat, please lay down. Can you please lay down and not step on my bladder? I kinda need to go. Thanks. How accurate is your fortune telling anyway?
how about
I
that?
can usually hit 20 or 30% on a good day. That seems really low.
It's not like
Well,
some
yeah,
occult
it's not like
mystery.
it's ESP or whatever. Of course I'm not only gonna get it right sometimes.
The occult is bullcrap.
I told you, my fortune telling isn't like some occult thing.
so,
Fortune telling isn't occult?
You got it all
Of
wrong.
course not. Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Don't put it in the same category as mutilation. When the deaths were showing, it said Celeste, she was executed or something like that. Why was the word she in whatever the star thing is called? Is Celeste a boy or something? No, it was like, Taka was killed by Hifumi, and Hifumi was killed by Celeste. And then she was executed, so she, Celeste. If it was like, the speech, what are they called? Like the quotation marks, then it would have been like she's a boy, maybe. But it was like she was killed, like Celeste was killed. Cattle, what?
So,
He's referring to the urban legend where aliens abduct cows and dissect them as part of their research.
Actually,
No, you're calling it an urban legend? As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it's happened to me. It all happened one day when I went to go get a hamburger. It was a place I'd never been before. They claimed their patties were 100% all beef. So I got a burger to go and headed home.
but
And before long,
the end is
the
nigh.
sky was filled with mysterious blinding light.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger.
What?
And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in
Are
midair.
you sure you weren't like on drugs or something?
And then, still floating there, the entire burger started coming apart. One part of it just vanished, while the rest fell back into my hand. Do you
What?
realize what that means? It means the burger wasn't 100%
Oh my
beef.
god.
It must have had some pork or something mixed in. Something like 70%
I feel bad for
pork
the hamburger.
and 30%
Yeah, same.
beef would be my guess.
Wow.
You can't trick me.
Yeah, because stealing cows and stealing like a burger who's supposed to be like beef is the same thing. So I stormed back into the burger's place and got up in the manager's grill, and they totally admitted it. It wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork with it.
How about that?
Now, do you see? That is cattle mutilation. I kinda got lost halfway through. I can't tell if you're for the occult or against it. You stink of stupidity.
Don't be mean.
I stink of. How dare you? Well, you do stink though. That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, I hope your prediction turns out to be true. Well, at the very least, I won't murder anyone.
yeah.
Me either. I mean, I would never.
Of course.
Me either.
indeed.
Nor I. That goes for me too, of course. I could never kill any of my friends. I felt like those words were of encouragement were helping us to come together as one. After so much sacrifice and hardship, we'd finally become united, but...
Well,
to be honest, I wish Byakuya and Toko were here for this too. But they're so hard to deal with. They only think about themselves. Yeah, we better go off without them, I say. That was enough to prove. We were united for the time being, but within that bond hid weakness and fragility. Chapter 4. All-Star Apologies. Wait, why is Chihiro there? We began our search as soon as we finished our breakfast in the dining hall. We had to find out what had opened up, what was waiting for us. Okay. I think just doing the trial for today is enough because I'm kind of getting exhausted and, you know, like I said, I had a really weird sleeping schedule today, and I think that's enough for today. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry about that. Okay, but yeah, I think we have finished a lot today. I mean, it was like the whole third trial, which was quite long, even though it says we've been streaming for 1 hour and 50 minutes. I mean, I was online before that because my stream crashed midway. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys had fun. I did, of course, even though I was close to tears and I miss Celestia already. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna do a poll for Monday if you want me to play Getting Over It or if you want me to play some Overwatch. But I don't know if my PC can handle it. But yeah, I will keep you updated on Twitter what my schedule will be for next week. But next time I'll be streaming is on Monday at 7 p.m. CT, so it will be either Overwatch or Getting Over It. And then I'll be streaming on Wednesday, which will be Minecraft with Summer, because we still need to finish our house. And on Friday I'll play Danganronpa again, so not Saturday, it's Friday again. Because as far as I know, I don't have anything to do on Friday, so I do have time for it the next Friday. So yeah, if you haven't already, I would love for you if you would follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, so I can keep you updated and you won't miss the next stream and the next videos. And I sometimes post random crap on Twitter, so follow me there as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!